Destiny 2 is about to get its biggest update of 2024. I didn't even know that people like even still play this game anymore. I mean, I'm excited for the final shape, but I'm looking to kind of hope that it's just like the closeout to Destiny and that we're all done. I'm not really trying to ever get back into like grinding Destiny like that, but what do we got, baby?
What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we are going to be discussing a massive update hitting Destiny 2 starting tomorrow on March 5th, and that is going to be update 7.3.5. Now, the interesting thing about this update is that a lot of the content within was not previously announced, and in fact, as recently as last week, we're learning about brand new things coming in this update. So, in this video, we're going to be going over...
Wait, no, there's no way. So you're telling me that Destiny is adding just free content in a patch? Something doesn't check out. Something doesn't. There's got to be a catch. They added a new kind of sparrow. Oh boy, cosmetically in the shop, bright dust and silver only.
Over
Eververse store for it. There it is.
About what
there
is
it is.
So
I knew
far
it.
The biggest update to hit Destiny 2 in 2024, and so let's get started. So first off,
I'll be so honest, man. Give me an actual good reason to want to come back and play this game, and I'm down. Before the expansion, I would be so down. Give me a good reason. I would struggle to find time for it in like my current gaming rotation, but go ahead. Give me a reason. I'm all ears.
We have an absolutely crazy sandbox update. Now, on the PvE side, it's more your standard buffs and nerfs. Some of the highlights are buffs to the lesser used
rocket launchers. I never really fucked with rocket launchers, so I don't really care about this too much, unless it was Gallahorn back in the day.
Rocket launcher archetypes, big buffs to heavy grenade launchers, so that
I like
can
it.
Potentially shake up the PvE DPS meta. We also
wait, hold on a second. I actually kind of want to see the fuck. What the hell? Go back. Reserve ammo, so it's a minimum of 6, maximum of 10, depending on the grenade launcher. This is nice. Impact damage buff from 50% to 12.5. Cool. I like it. Increase direct hit. Yeah, this is great. Detonation damage by 5%. So the PvP it's offset. Okay, so I mean this seems like a good idea right now. They're meta for raids and dungeons. Yeah, I think rocket launchers, right? Not grenade launchers. I'm assuming you're talking about. I probably just didn't look at that until afterwards. Like rocket launchers have always been the meta, I feel like.
So that could potentially shake up the PvE DPS meta. We also have some exotics getting buffed as well, and we have some abilities like Threaded Spectre and Threadlings getting nerfed, but then that kind of leaves...
No. Come on, man. Come on.
But then that kind of leads...
Threadlings? How bad is it? Increase the aim assist shape size. I mean, this is cool. Reduce base damage versus enemy players from 40 to 35. I mean, I guess this isn't horrible, to be honest. 45 to 38.5. I mean, this I feel like isn't like super deadly. And then just bug fixes for it. That's okay. It's not too bad.
PvP side of things. And this is again where things get crazy.
So I personally was never really a big Destiny PvP guy. I follow Grenader Jake like a lot for kind of all like Destiny PvP content to keep up with. And I mean, dude, that guy's been sitting there just destroying Destiny PvP for years. I feel like at this point, just sitting there saying how it needs reworked. Not even reworked, like it just needs content. It needs new things. I heard they've really been missing the mark on PvP.
Because Bungie is actually overhauling PvP with this
There
update.
It is.
So the first thing they're doing is increasing your HP in PvP by 30 points.
Player health to be increased by 30 HP in base Crucible, so up 100 from 70. Okay, this is dope. I like it.
This is obviously going to alter the time to kill for almost every single weapon in the game. Now, to compensate for this, they're actually increasing the precision damage with a lot of weapons like hand cannons so that they will retain their optimal time to kills if you hit all headshots.
Okay, this is a pretty good idea. Let me see what they did for everything. I mean, hand cannons I feel like have always been meta. So pulse rifles, auto rifles, sidearms, and scout rifles. Critical height damage by 14%. I like that. Holy shit. So I mean, hand cannons are that's pretty nice. Oh wait, that's just critical hit damage. I'm sorry, I thought that was base. Yeah, I mean this is good. This is a good thing to do, I would assume. I'm not like super in on like PvP meta in Destiny, like I said, so I don't know how this will all play out. I don't know how the community will feel. I'll let you guys kind of tell me what you think, but this seems like a good idea to offset the increase of HP and shield.
All headshots. However, this means that it's going to be harder to get body shot kills, again, with pretty much every single weapon in the game. They're also going to be reducing your
Yeah, I mean that's no problem. I feel like hit people in the head. It's not that hard. Point and click. You know what I mean?
ability cooldowns in PvP.
Cooldown's now 15% applied to him. Oh, brother. Holy shit, dude. So they're really getting rid of, like, not getting rid of supers, but, like, I feel like CDR is going to be kind of massive for PvP players.
PvP, just broad spectrum across the board. And they're changing the special ammo economy. In certain game modes, you're now going to have a special ammo meter that you fill up by doing things like capturing points and getting kills and assists.
Oh,
in order to
I think this is good. I actually think this is good for the game. Because, like, heavy ammo was already, like, so, like, crucial to the meta of PvP. You don't want to have too many metas in, like, an FPS PvP type of deal. Like, you don't want to have to sit there and farm special ammo and then also have to worry about the spawns and when heavy comes in. Like, just kind of make it so that you're getting special as long as you're just picking up some kills. You know what I mean? This is a good idea, I think. We'll see how it plays out, but it's a good concept. We'll see how it's received and like kind of what they do.
To replenish your special. There's a bunch more changes as well. If you want to see an exhaustive list of all of them, I have my video on this big update linked right up above. But PvP is actually getting more than just balancing changes. For competitive, you can actually now earn Artifice Armor that was previously locked behind Master Dungeons. There's also going to be an increased drop chance for exotic catalysts in competitive. And in terms
This is good. This is good. Their PvP has definitely always needed more rewards. That's part of the reason I hardly ever played it. I didn't care enough to do it for just bounty rewards, but this is okay. I genuinely might actually mess with PvP when the final shape comes out if the game's still alive.
of Trials of Osiris, they're updating the weapon drop, so you're going to get more weapons, and those weapons will actually exclusively be whatever the featured weapon of the weekend is to allow you to actually farm it.
That's awesome. I think this is a genius idea. I genuinely think that this gives Trials kind of like almost like another reason to play it. Like, it was just getting stale. I think this is great. This is good so far. Like, this is a net positive update. Like, this is huge.
Farm it. Additionally, there's going to be changes to Trials passages. For the passage of Ferocity, if you've not been flawless, losing will just reset you to 3 wins instead of having to start over. And there's going to be an all-new passage of
Oh, so they're kind of making it easier. If you're not flawless for a week, losses after 3 wins. I mean, so you've got to be committed though. It sounds like you really got to be like committed to it. Okay. Takes a little bit away from it, but that's fine.
Distance where if you lose, it will just take away 1 win, but it can only take away your most recent win. So if you win 3 in a row, it's going to take away 1 win, and then it'll never take away more. So you can slowly complete that passage of persistence and eventually turn it in for an adept weapon. So that's actually huge for allowing more people to participate and get rewards within Trials of Osiris.
Oh, okay. No, I see what they did there. That's actually, again, that's a good idea.
But moving on, the next thing that's happening is that Trials of Osiris, Iron Banner, and Nightfall are actually getting new weapons to go after. So for Trials of Osiris, we have the Prophet Scout Rifle, which is actually going to be another Tex Mechanica, like cowboy scout rifle. We also have the Summoner Auto Rifle back with new perks. For Iron Banner, we have the Tusk of the Boar Grenade Launcher, which is actually going to be a wave frame strand grenade launcher, the first one in the game, as well as the Multimax CCX submachine gun back with new perks. Then for Nightfall, we actually have 2 brand new weapons. The Wild Style grenade launcher, which is only the second double fire frame special grenade launcher in the entire game, so it shoots 2 rounds with each shot. And then we also have the Slammer sword, which is going to be the first ever stasis vortex frame sword in the entire game. So definitely some cool new weapons to go after. Now, speaking of weapons to go after, we get to the next big thing happening in this update, and that is the Prophecy Dungeon is getting a loot refresh. So here's what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like they've been dead for a little bit. And again, like I haven't really played Destiny too much since like a couple months after Lightfall, but I've been hearing a lot of people say like Prophecy Dungeons were just getting kind of meh. Like all the content that was there that people were doing and was good for the time, again, it was just starting to fall behind because Bungie loves to kind of take things that are really relevant at the time and then just kill them off or forget about them.
3 of the existing Prophecy weapons, a Swift Verdict sidearm, the Long Walk sniper rifle, and the Last Breath auto rifle are being removed from the loot pool. So if you want to get those, today is literally your last chance. But they're going to be adding these 3 weapons, the Prosecutor auto rifle, the Adjudicator submachine gun, and the Relentless pulse rifle. I think these are extremely old weapons that they're refurbishing with all new perks, and importantly, those 3 weapons, as well as the existing Prophecy weapons, so stuff like the Judgment hand cannon, the Darkest Before pulse rifle, they are getting, again, completely refurbished. Number 1, they're all getting a brand new origin trait. Remember, the old Prophecy weapons, the ones in the game right now, do not have an origin trait. They were added before origin traits were a thing, and the origin trait sounds pretty insane. These weapons have increased range and handling for the top half of the magazine, while the rounds at the bottom half of the magazine deal increased damage. That could be pretty saucy.
That's pretty dope.
In addition to that, some of the weapons, for example, the Judgment hand cannon, are actually changing elements. So the Judgment hand cannon is currently kinetic. The new version will actually be stasis. So definitely could be some very interesting brand new god rolls to go after. Now, continuing from there.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff just sounds like it's adding more things to make the meta be a little more wider than it used to be. Because I remember right around Lightfall, like, it was basically, do you have this grenade launcher? Yes. Do you have this auto rifle? Yes. Like, if you weren't running, like, the 3 or 4 things, people were fucking kicking you, saying, see ya.
Guys, we actually have one more big thing arriving with this update, and that is the Guardian Games 2024 event. Now, this is a competition between the 3 different classes. So, the Titan mains, the Warlock mains, and the the Hunter mains, those are going to compete.
Let's not all pretend like Hunters aren't the sweatiest group of people in the game. Come on. Don't even.
To see which class comes out on top. And you compete by getting medallions, by doing all these different quests and stuff, and then you deposit your medallions. The teams that deposit the most medallions, so if Titans deposit the most medallions in a given day, they win that day. They get like their crest up, and then throughout the duration of the event, whatever class wins the most days will win this year's event. Now, during this event, guys, something that we really didn't expect is an all-new vehicle type. So the Skimmer, essentially hoverboards, are being added to the game, as you can see. And Bungie has since clarified after this announcement that these are not just reskinned Sparrows. These are an entirely different vehicle type. They can do tricks like grind on stuff, and
I already know it's coming. Hold on. Get the wallet. We're gonna need the credit card. Come on. I know this isn't. They'll give it to the groups that so if like Titans win, they'll give it to every Titan player, I bet. But then everybody else is gonna have to pay. Come on, let's hear it.
You can do kick flips and stuff with them. So very interested to see how these actually act in game. And hey, this kind of opens some pretty awesome doors, right? With additional vehicles potentially being added to the game. Like that could be really, really sweet in the future. But aside from the skimmers, we are also getting a new weapon to go after. It's going to be the Hullabaloo, pictured here, and this is an arc wave frame heavy grenade launcher, only the second heavy grenade launcher in the entire game, and importantly, as I mentioned earlier, heavy grenade launchers are getting some massive buffs, and specifically wave frames are getting some even bigger buffs.
Yeah, so I mean, it sounds like they're basically dropping a new meta piece. Smart. I like it.
So this thing could actually be pretty decent. But remember, the weapons from previous years of Guardian games, like the Traxxas Scout Rifle and the Title SMG, are going to be available to earn again, but they're going to have new roles this year. And so guys, there you have it, a pretty sizable update, especially considering everything we covered in this video is going to be completely free to all players. And again, this stuff was not announced earlier. When the Final Shape DLC was originally delayed, the thing that Bungie said that they were going to add in order to keep players entertained is something called Destiny 2 Into the Light. Now, this should be a more sizable content addition, with maybe an all-new activity, some all-new weapons. We're gonna have to wait and see, but this is arriving in...
Oh, so they actually have something before the Final Shape, and then they're also adding this on top of it? It's actually a W. I don't think I would like really like get back into Destiny. Like, I don't think there will ever come a time where I play Destiny like I played Destiny 1. But I mean, I wouldn't hate getting around and messing with it a little bit. I'm down.
April. So all of the...
Oh, April? Okay. If I'm done PoE League, maybe.
This stuff happening in March, this is kind of just gravy. Honestly, it looked like we were getting pretty much nothing going on in March other than Guardian Games. And the fact that this year's Guardian Games is adding hoverboards as a brand new thing that, you know, previous Guardian Games definitely did not do is again just some gravy. So overall, I'm pretty excited about this stuff. I think that, you know, I'm glad that Bungie did a little bit more to keep us entertained in this otherwise pretty barren time.
I wish they would have had this same sense of urgency for, I don't know, like since Destiny 2 launch.
As we wait for the Final Shape in June. Now, of course, there always could be more. You know, the community is so content starved, and partially that is Bungie's fault. But hey, I'll take the extra stuff where I can get it, and you'll find me in Prophecy Dungeon grinding the new god roll for that Stasis Judgment hand cannon. Guys, that is going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKakis. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.
Yeah, man, good shit. That's another good video. Yeah, I'll link it to you guys. What do we think? Update was alright at best. Whoa, I think this is actually like, if this wasn't Bungie and this was actually like a, you know, game that constantly was making updates and keeping the community happy and, you know, all that stuff, yeah, I mean, I would say it's no big deal, but this is definitely pretty big for Bungie, I would say. You know what I mean? This is huge for Bungie. Time to get serious. Let's see what the comments say, though. We gotta leave them a like, of course. Let's see here. First time ever I'll miss Guardian games to add a new vehicle. Wow, I'm finally gonna get an Adept Trials weapon. That dude right there is why they did it. Big for keeping the game alive. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, though. Like, this is big for them. Solving the character customization would drop to. Yeah, I wish they would do a little bit more with character customization. And they have so many fucking shaders that are like, you shouldn't have to, I don't know, spend like fuck tons of money to just get like decently cool cosmetics. Their cosmetics fucking lack. Edge Trainer's reskin. Right and back, boys. Time to prepare for the Final Shape. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I'll like stream Destiny or anything like that. I might mess around with it, maybe off stream a little bit. We'll see though. I mean, it depends. You got all 3 characters. Do you win Guardian games? That's funny. That's good shit though. That's a good video. It's a good video.